Good morning, everybody. My name is SETHAIMKWEI. I am an entrepreneur with Alliance in Motion Global, and I welcome you to this live broadcast on Alliance in Motion Global. Today, I'm going to speak about one of our amazing products in Alliance in Motion Global called the Liven coffee. And so the title of this presentation is The Liven Coffee, the coffee for the living. Why am I saying it is the coffee for the living? Because it is the coffee that if you truly want to live long and healthy, you must use, you must take. It is the first alkaline coffee drink in the world, and I'm going to speak about it in a little while. But the Liven coffee comes in sachet form. Each box contains 20 sachets. And I'm going to tell you why the Liven coffee is the coffee that will make you live long and healthy. If you like and love coffee, this is the coffee you must take, the Liven coffee. And I'm going to show you why. First of all, I'm going to show you the components or the ingredients of the Liven coffee. Number one, it has coffee Arabica beans. This type of coffee beans contains less caffeine than any other commercially cultivated species of coffee in the world. The caffeine content in the Arabica coffee is 0.001. Almost like no caffeine. Recently, I was doing a little research on decaffeinated coffee. There are several commercially produced coffee beans in the world, but the two common ones are the coffee Arabica, which was used to produce the Liven coffee, and the Robusta, which most of the other commercial coffees use. The Robusta has a very high caffeine content. I was studying into decaffeinated coffee, and I was told, or I found out in my research, a shocking revelation that even decaffeinated coffee is not 0% caffeine. An attempt is made to reduce the caffeine content, but I was told it never goes to zero. Meaning that decaffeinated coffee still has some caffeine in it. And it was even more shocking to find out that the levels of caffeine that can be found in decaffeinated coffee are even higher than the caffeine content of the Arabica coffee beans, which has not gone through decaffeination, because naturally the Arabica coffee beans is just like no caffeine. So even the decaffeinated Robusta coffee still contains more caffeine than the Arabica coffee used to produce the Liven coffee. So if you are concerned about caffeine and you are concerned about the negative effects caffeine will have on your body, then use the Liven coffee, because the beans used, the Arabica beans, almost contains no caffeine. So you will get all the natural goodness of coffee in the Liven coffee, and yet you don't worry or stress about caffeine. Number two, the Liven coffee contains 29 vitamins, minerals, and trace minerals. These bind, expel, and remove bacteria and viruses from the body. They are also able to expel heavy metals that can find themselves into the body. They increase the immune system. Number three, it contains 18 amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of the body, and therefore a good supply of amino acids that you will get in the Liven coffee will help you have healthy growing and building of your body. These 18 amino acids help faster wound healing. And so it is good for people with diabetes because their wounds will heal very fast. Number 4, it has 12 green food and spirulina blend. These are rich in chlorophyll, which are known to prevent many diseases, and therefore these increase the antibodies in the body. Number 5, it contains 12 whole fruit juice blends, and also number 6 contains 12 whole vegetable juice blends. These vegetables and fruits are blended whole, including the peels or the skin and the seeds, because over 97% of the nutritional value of fruits and vegetables are in the peels or the skin and the seeds. And so when you take a fruit that has been peeled and you also expel the seeds, you are only getting less than 2% of the nutritional value. But in the Liven coffee, you get 100% of the nutritional value of the fruits and the vegetables. And they detoxify the body. It contains 12 mushrooms, which are the 12 most potent medicinal mushrooms in the world, and they help to prevent cancer of any type and any origin. Number 8, it contains 12 herbs and specialty nutrients. These repair damage in the brain and nervous system and prevent degenerative brain damage. It enhances sexual vitality. Number 9, it has 12 digestive enzymes, and this enhances and balances the metabolism of the body, and they promote good digestion. Number 10, it contains 10 essential fatty acids, which prevents heart diseases and complications, cancer, and mental retardation. They control high blood pressure, they lower cholesterol level, and they promote healthy blood circulation in the body. Number 11, it contains natural alkaline powder, and that is why the Liven coffee is an alkaline coffee drink. When you take traditional or other commercially produced coffee drinks, the caffeine content makes them acidic. When you use hot water, it also adds to the acidity of the caffeine. And when you take it, there are already acids in the stomach, and so taking other traditional coffee drinks increases hyperacidity in the body. That is why for most people, after they take commercial coffee, they find it difficult to sleep. Some become restless. Why? Because of the heavy hyperacidity that takes place in their body. The first thing to note is that the Liven coffee has almost no caffeine. The second thing to know is that it has alkaline powder. And so when you take in the product, the alkaline in it neutralizes all acids in the stomach and neutralizes any acidity that the hot water could have added. So when you take the product, it goes into your system, it is not acidic, and so you do not have the reactions you have to other coffee products when you take the Liven coffee. You take it immediately, you can sleep sound because it doesn't affect your sleeping patterns and it doesn't affect your body functioning. So these are the ingredients that makes the Liven coffee not just coffee. Actually, the Liven coffee is actually a food supplement. And it was made as such because we realize that there are a lot of people who have difficulty in swallowing tablets and capsules. And so, in order to help such people have all the benefits they can get from food supplements, we made this coffee to be a food supplement so that if you cannot swallow pills and capsules, You take the coffee, you can take it with your bread, just like you are taking any other coffee drink for breakfast, and yet you are actually enjoying some of the best ingredients that makes it one of the most powerful food supplements in the world, because it has one of the highest oral value of any food supplement in the world. So the Liven coffee is not just a coffee, it is a food supplement that will let you live long, healthy, and strong. That is why it is the coffee for the living. And if you want to be healthy and strong, use the Liven coffee. Now let me quickly give you some of the health benefits. The Liven coffee can treat up to almost 100 medical conditions and sicknesses. I won't have the time to give you a listing of all the 100, but I'm just going to give you a few of the major things the Liven coffee can do for you. Number 1, it lowers cholesterol levels. 2, it protects against heart diseases. 3, it prevents cancer of any origin and any type. Number 4, it controls high blood pressure. Number 5, it prevents degenerative diseases like arthritis and rheumatism. Number 6, it enhances, nourishes, strengthens, and balances the immune system. Number 7, it rejuvenates the skin. Number 8, it promotes healthy blood circulation and cell regeneration. Number 9, it detoxifies the body. Number 10, it reduces fatigue. Number 11, it relieves headaches. Number 12, it prevents Parkinson's diseases. Number 13, it enhances sexual vitality. Number 14, it increases sperm motility. Number 15, it increases memory, concentration, and focus. Number 16, it is essential for mental, visual, and neurological activities. Number 17, it improves performance and endurance during exercises. Number 18, it offsets the damage of smoking and heavy alcohol intake. And number 9, it reduces the developing of type 2 diabetes because it controls sugar level. So these are just a few of what you will get when you take the Liven coffee. That is why it is the coffee for the living. It is the coffee that gives life. If you want to live long, you want to live healthy, and you don't want to grow old when you become weak and frail, but you grow very old and yet you are healthy, you are strong, and you are full of vitality, take just one sachet of the Liven coffee every day, and you are guaranteeing yourself healthy, strong, long life. Let me end by giving you just one or two testimonies that we have from the Liven coffee. One day, one of our distributors in Ghana met a certain man who was having challenges in his marriage because it's been a while since they got married and they were not having children. So the doctors examined them and found out that he had very low sperm count. Then he was fortunate to meet one of our distributors who just gave him one box of a Liven coffee. The Liven coffee has just 20 sachets. He was taking just one sachet every day. By the time he finished one box of about 20 sachets for just 20 days, he went back to the doctor for examination, and it was found out that his sperm count had become very high, normal sperm count. And after that, he continued to take the Liven coffee. Now they have several children. Just almost one box brought the sexual vitality up and increased the sperm count to normal level. Just one box of 20 sachets. One day, another of our distributors in Nigeria met a man who had a child, a son, with a big stomach. Unknown to our distributor, the son has been unable to empty his bowel, visit the toilet, and pass out normal toilet for a while. So everything was piling up in the abdomen, and the abdomen and the stomach were becoming big. They were scheduled for an operation. Unfortunately, they didn't have the high cost of the medical procedure that the doctors were demanding. So they had to delay the operation for a while whilst looking for opportunity or a place to get the money. Then one day, one of our distributors met this man and the son and gave them just one sachet, just a sachet, not a box, just a sachet of the Liven coffee. So when they got home, the man prepared a sachet for him, and it's easy to prepare. Just get hot water, open one content, pour it in, stir it very well, and take it. You can take it with bread if you like. But the man prepared a coffee for the son. And then the son took the coffee. When they were sleeping around midnight, late in the night, this child woke up the father and complained about some upset or movements in the stomach. So the father asked him, "Do you want to visit the toilet?" He said yes. He was taken to the toilet that night. Less than 24 hours of taking the Liven coffee, he passed out a lot of things from the bowels, and that was the end of the problem. He never had a problem with inability to release again. Just after taking not one box, just one sachet of the Liven coffee. This is the first alkaline coffee drink in the world. If you ever see any coffee drink anywhere and you are told it is alkaline, it was copied from Alliance in Motion Global's Liven coffee, because this is the first alkaline coffee drink anywhere in the world. So don't go and buy pirated or copied alkaline drink. Use the original, the wonderful coffee, which is not just coffee, but actually a food supplement that is changing lives and saving marriages and saving children from expensive operations. You can try it, you will never regret it. We have 4 variants. This one is the cappuccino with a taste closer to the traditional coffee. So if you really are a coffee lover, you will like this, because you will get all the benefits I've mentioned, but the taste is closer to the traditional coffee. Then we have the latte, which is creamier because it has non-dairy creamier. Then we have the original, which is in between the cappuccino and the latte. And finally, we have the sugar-free, which has no sugar because it is sweetened with stevia, which is a leaf, yet it tastes even sweeter than sugar, and hence, yet you don't get any of the unpleasant side effects you get when you take sugar. So this is the Liven coffee. You want to live long and healthy, just one sachet a day will make you live long, healthy, and you will be strong with vitality even in your old age. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for watching, because this is where I'm going to end this presentation. You are welcome to the wonderful world of Alliance in Motion Global, where we turn ordinary people into extraordinary multi-millionaires, and we save lives and families through our amazing and award-winning products. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Happy Business Day.